On this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly, Multicultural Show, Orcas, and an academic opportunity. All this and more coming up next. Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm your host, Lexi Mugalu. The Orcas Dance Company's annual showcase is quickly approaching. Carson and Lauren leap into the story. The Orcas Dance Company's annual showcase is right around the corner. Every year, the company looks forward to a new theme.
This year, our theme is around the world, so our finale has a lot of like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide songs and stuff like that, and our intro piece is Waiting on the World to Change, which is really cool. And so our decorations will be a lot of like maps.
Orcas is led by junior and senior student directors who put in countless hours of work to ensure that everything runs smoothly.
As a director, we have a lot of responsibilities that are more behind the scenes, like we design the t-shirts for parent, partner, our show t-shirts, and then we also help like put together the programs.
The directors really just like have a vision for the dance they want. Like they get the number of dancers they have, and then they like have a vision of like how they want that portrayed on the stage.
Although student directors choreograph most of the routines, guest choreographers also contribute to the showcase.
So all of our dances are choreographed by members of Orcas, except for a couple for which we get guest choreographers to come in. So each individual just decides the music they want to do for their dance, and then we audition every piece.
Be sure to support the dancers at the showcase held on January 31st and February 1st and 2nd in the MVHS Auditorium. And for Wildcat Weekly, along with Lauren Verdon, I'm Carson Goss. With multiple fun things to do in Naperville, a new place that has recently opened up locally for kids of all ages is Glow Zone. Jalen shines light on the story.
New places and activities are always opening around Naperville that students and their families can go to. One of the more recent ones is Glow Zone.
So Glow Zone for us is more so of a family challenge arena. Basically, it started out in California, so their idea was that we have to come up with innovative attractions for people to do every time that they come in here. So something new. Because, I mean, you see go-karts everywhere, you see rock climbing walls everywhere, but to have all that available to you all in one place rather than going to multiple places was the biggest idea for them.
Inside, they have built a lot of different activities to attract people, so they hope to gain customers.
On weekends, it's mostly all birthday parties. During the week, it's mostly all walk-in traffic. So you'll see different amounts of people, but I guess it truly depends on what that person is seeking out.
My job is a party host. You will reserve a room, and then I would, instead of having the parents do all the work, I would do the work. So basically, I just set up the party. Us
being very new and then, you know, starting in a different state, it was very difficult for us to get ourselves out there. But I guess the walk-in traffic has definitely been better now that people are actually knowing like, oh, like this place is actually pretty cool, then we should go there. Like, I guess the traffic has been much, much better.
If you want something fun to do with friends and family, stop by Glow Zone, located on the northwest corner of 59 and 75th Street. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Jalen Scott.
With a new semester comes a new idea. Hank looks into a change that will impact all students at Neuqua Valley.
As Neuqua continues to grow, new ideas rise. This new idea could benefit academics really soon.
There are a number of schools in the Chicago area that have some kind of built-in period of time that is discretionary for students. That's not lunch, that's not an assignment, where teachers and students are all available at the same time. Access will start Wednesday, February 6th. The access will take place on Wednesdays. It'll be a 30-minute period between second and third period. But if you back that up 1 week, on January 30th, that Wednesday, we will run a schedule that will include the access period, although students won't use that period the way that they would once we really get up and running on February 6th.
This 30-minute period can be beneficial to building relationships and getting the necessary help.
I think it's a really good time to have just another touch point between teachers and students, because I know it's really hard to actually get together with my students. Before school is usually not an option because we start so early. After school is usually not an option because of extracurriculars like athletics, clubs, whatever it might be.
Although this may seem like another option period, there are still certain guidelines that need to be followed.
Really our expectation is that students continue to make good decisions that they make, every day. It's not going to be a time to, walk the halls and kind of wander. We are asking that you kind of pick a spot that you want to go to, whether that's with a teacher or in an area, and you stay there for the duration of the 30 minutes.
Hopefully, both students and teachers can benefit from access. For Wildcat Weekly, I'm Hank Pelter.
With the start of 2019, new laws have formed in many states. Aditya looks into the new texting and driving law to be implemented soon.
With the start of the new year comes new laws. Officer Fulkerson tells us the old texting and driving rule and the future law to be installed this summer.
Current law for distracted driving when it comes to an electronic device is any person under the age of 18 actually cannot use any device while they're driving.
Over 50,000 tickets were handed out for texting and driving in Illinois alone. With the new law, Illinois hopes for less citations for texting and driving.
The violation for a citation for using an electronic device is not a moving violation. However, in July 2019, it will change to be a moving violation. Now what that means is the 2 moving violations in a year, usually for a driver within their first year of driving, will suspend their license. 3 moving violations in a year for anyone outside of that first year of driving and on up can result in a suspension of their driver's license. So it's kind of a big deal now that that's going to a moving violation as opposed to a non-moving violation.
And remember, Wildcats, put your phones down before you drive. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Aditya Gogol.
There are many cultures here at NEQA. The annual Multicultural Show helps students express their unique cultures. Carly takes a look into this fun event.
Multicultural Show gives students an opportunity to showcase their talents and backgrounds with a variety of acts.
So I started doing Multicultural Show my freshman year, and it was just a really great experience because it was like an avenue where I could express my culture, my heritage, and just share it with the school. So my friends and I usually dance for it, and I also sing, but we have a lot of other dancers, we have a fashion show, we have spoken word, poetry, all kinds of things that are presented.
Multicultural Show is a little different from other shows in the sense that it's a quick turnaround, so you don't know anybody coming in, and within the span of like 3 days, you're like good friends.
My favorite part about Multicultural Show is just getting to know everybody in the cast and working with everybody, because we've got a big cast finale that everybody kind of pitches in on and everybody works together.
So this is a place that you can actually see the diversity of our school and celebrate it and be a part of it.
It's important to have that one show, that one avenue where it can really be expressed and shown.
The show is on Thursday, January 24th at 7 in the auditorium. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Carly Hersberg.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great weekend, Wildcats.